What's My Line? Brought to you by Geritol, the high-potency vitamin-iron-rich tonic in liquid or tablets to help you feel stronger. And now, let's all play What's My Line? And now, from New York, let's meet our What's My Line panel. First, the popular columnist whose voice of Broadway appears in papers coast to coast, Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
And on my left, the star of the new movie Fluffy, in which his leading lady is a lioness, and he's a tiger, Mr. Tony Randall.
I read in the New York Times recently a list of words that were in Dr. Johnson's first dictionary in the English language, words that are no longer in use in English. And one of the most charming was belly bone. It means literally beautiful and good. And it refers to a woman who is both beautiful and good. And I suppose it's fallen into disuse because there are so few of them. In any case, here's a lady who fits the term belly bone, Arlene Francis.
Isn't that a wonderful word?
Oh, it's divine. I want to hear the others. And now, tomorrow being Labor Day, we're celebrating tonight by having our favorite laborer in the vineyards of the book publishing business with us, Mr. Bennett, Cerf.
Well, Tony, I never heard the word belly bone before, but I've thrown away my introduction for John because if ever a man answered to the word belly bone, it's John Charles Daly.
Ignorance is bliss, 'tis folly to be wise. I will just assume that it's a compliment, Bennett, and thank you very much. And Tony, thank you for being back with us again and for at least generating or inspiring the compliment. We've got some very interesting occupations. I think we're going to have a lot of fun in the next half hour. We will also have a famous mystery guest before my friends on the panel a little bit later in the program, and we'll meet our first challenger after this. And now to meet our first challenger. Will you enter and sign in, please? John?
What?
Savopoulos, right? I have to congratulate you, John, because I have a John, too, first name, but my second name gives nobody pause. Yours gives them pause, and you have a chance to catch up on them. Where are you from, sir? Florida. From Florida. Well, it's nice to have you with us. Mr. Savopoulos, may I present our panel? And now will you join me over here, and we will let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. Panel, we can tell you that Mr. Savopoulos is self-employed and deals in a product. And we'll begin the general questioning with Dorothy Kilgallen.
Mr. Savopoulos, may I take it that you are Greek in origin?
Yes.
May I assume that your product is not necessarily Greek in origin?
Yes.
It is used by people in the United States?
Yes.
Could I use it?
Yes, ma'am.
Could I hold it in my hand?
Yes.
Would I have it in my house?
Yes.
Would I have more than one?
Yes.
Would I buy
You're
them?
assuming if you had it that is perfectly reasonable, you could have more than one.
Is there anything decorative about this?
Decorative. I would say no. We will agree that there are circumstances under which it might be used, but they would be extreme circumstances as decoration. Mr. Randall?
In Greek, no is ochi. I hope I get a nay.
What's yes?
Nay. Sounds like no, but it's yes. Nay. Is this product, is it or has it ever been alive?
Yes.
Is it living?
Yes.
Is it animal?
Yes.
A series of nays, you see. Is it the kind of animal we associate with Florida?
Yes.
Is it reptilian?
No.
No. 2 down and 8 to go, Miss Francis.
I thought with you saying nay so many times you were going to ask if it was a horse. Is it a four-legged animal?
No.
3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Mr. Savopoulos, is this animal ever found in or near the water?
Yes.
Is it therefore safe to call it a sea creature?
Yes, I think it's safe to call it a sea creature.
Yes.
Is it a fish?
No.
No. 4 down and 6 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
But I'd have it in my house?
Yes.
Would I eat it?
No.
No. 5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Randall.
I presume it's a pet.
No.
A pet?
You have it in your house and don't eat it. Like goldfish. I meant that sort of pet.
No pet.
Another
6
oyster.
down and 4 to go, Miss Francis.
It's not a fish, but it lives in the water. Is that what has been...
Or near?
Yes.
Yes.
In or near the water.
Yes.
Could it possibly be in the bird family?
No.
A fish bird?
No fish bird.
A water bird, I mean.
7 down and 3 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Mr. Savopoulos, is there a practical use for this?
Many
thing?
uses.
Many uses.
Yes.
Is it ever used as bait?
No.
No. 8 down and 2 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
John, I'd like a ruling. Do I understand that this is alive when you buy it and when you keep it in your house?
No, it's
Oh, it
alive
has
when
been-
when it is taken.
Or when he gets hold of it? But by the time I would get hold of it, it wouldn't be
Oh,
alive.
if they were slithering around all over your home, we'd have fits. I'd have fits. I shouldn't have said that. That wasn't meant to give you any hints, and please don't take it as a hint of any kind.
I'm sure it wasn't.
There'd been no call for a conference, Miss Kilgallen.
Is this some type of animal life which has a shell?
No.
9 down and 1 to go, Mr. Randall.
Tony, do ask
It's not a fish. It's not a reptile. It doesn't have 4 legs, so it's probably not a mammal. Is it an amphibian?
No.
10 down and no more to
Is it an
go.
eel?
An
No.
eel? No. I hate to sponge off your time, but
It's a sponge.
It's a sponge. The one thing we were scared to death of is that somebody might notice the fact and follow up on the fact that we never mentioned a town for Mr. Savopoulos. He's from Tarpon Springs, which I guess is the heartland of American sponge diving, right?
And
I
when
would
did you
still
ever
have
see
been
a
in
sponge
Pittsburgh.
slither? That's what I'd like
Well,
to
I said after I said slither, Ben, I said, please don't take this as a hint of any kind. Didn't I, Dorothy?
You
Didn't I
certainly
say,
did,
please
John.
don't? I did, Bennett. I really did.
Is Mr. Savopoulos a sponge diver?
Yep. Mm-hmm. He goes down for, is it 2 hours at a time?
Yes.
And stays on the, in a diving suit with heavy leaded weights in the feet and walks along the bed of the ocean, harvesting
Hasn't the sponge industry suffered in recent years in Florida from disease and...
Yes, sir. The beds died in 1947 due to the red tide. But in 1957, the beds started reproducing.
Good
And
check
they're
again.
producing better grade of sponge now and more of them.
What classification of animal life is a sponge?
Onema. An onimba.
Onema.
And there you are. Now that we've all picked up this extra bit of knowledge, thank you for stumping the panel and for being our guest, Mr. Savopoulos. All right, now to meet our second challenger. Will you enter and sign in, please? Cheryl Slate. Is that right? And is it Miss or Mrs. Slate? Miss Slate, and where are you from?
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I think, panel, as I present Miss Slate, that I should tell you we're talking about a summer occupation. Miss Slate is entering Ohio State University in September and going back to school, but right now she's as busy as she can be. Will you join me over here? And we'll tell the audience in the theater and the audience at home just exactly what your line is. Actually, I guess I better straighten out. Not next September. It's this September you're going to Ohio State. All right, we'll tell the panel that you're salaried and you deal in a product. Is that all right? Yes. And then we will begin the general questioning with Bennett, Cerf.
Miss Slate, is this product with which you associated by any chance on sale at the World's Fair?
Yes.
Is it a product that can be consumed?
Yes.
Is it consumed internally?
Yes.
It's either a food or drink, then?
Yes.
Is it food?
Yes.
Is it a food that is served cooked rather than in its raw state?
No.
That's 1 down and 9 to go. Miss Kilgallen.
Is it either fruit or vegetable?
Is it either a fruit or a vegetable?
Mm-hmm.
No.
2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Randall. Is it some sort of animal product?
No.
3 down and 7 to go, Miss Francis.
Is it, no, nuts are vegetables, aren't they? Does it grow?
No.
Oh.
4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Is it any kind of candy or confection?
We have to have a small comment. Tell me about Ohio State.
Has there sugar in it? Chocolate?
Confection, not affection, John.
Pay no attention to them. They're jealous.
Come, John.
After the show, John, not on our time.
This is a very difficult question. We would, I think, have to say that as the word is generally understood, we could not reasonably consider that the average citizen, using the basic terms of reference which are common to everyday American practice, would call it a confection. That's 5 down and 5 to go.
That's the longest no I ever got.
Dorothy.
Yes, I was waiting for you to call my name. Miss Slate, you have said no to fruit, vegetable, and meat products. Does this rule out dairy products?
No.
Is this, in part or in whole, a dairy product?
Yes.
Does it have a particular temperature?
Yes.
Is it cold?
Yes.
Is it any kind of ice or ice cream?
Yes.
Do you sell ice cream cones?
No.
No, but nice going, Dorothy. That's 6 down and 4 to go, Mr. Randall.
You do something with ice cream.
Yes.
You make ice cream.
Well, no, we'd have to give you a no, because actually we want something more precise. You're in a very large area, and I think Dorothy has opened things up. It's a matter of particular definition now. Miss Francis?
Well, if she doesn't make ice cream...
Well, we're not concerned. If you can identify the product more specifically, we'll forgive you all the rest.
Oh, those good humor ice cream?
Good humor? That's
no.
8 down and 2 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Well, Miss Slate, by the way, if ice cream is not a confection, I don't know what that word means.
And I also consider it an animal product.
However,
But it's
however,
Yes.
is this, Miss Slate, is this ice cream that you are connected with eaten by customers who can buy it in single portions in some way or other?
Yes.
Is it contained in something like a popsicle?
Yes.
That's it, Bennett.
No, sir.
Well, we'll throw the rest over. That was fun. I must say, I thought we'd have a much less difficult time than we did, but you managed to confuse them. I don't think we ever got to animal product, Tony.
No, we didn't really.
I said, is it an animal product?
Oh, I didn't remember.
Well,
you
here
said
again,
that.
is it a confection? Now, popsicles,
Is
as
a
I
confection.
understand it, are
Any
sugar,
belly-bone
water,
man knows that this is a
some
confection.
dairy product, you know.
It's a
But
confection, though.
is it a confection?
Anything with
product.
sugar in it
The
is a
end
confection.
Well,
product
we're
is
terribly
confection.
sorry if we did
I know
cause
you are,
any
John.
confusion,
I bet
aren't we,
your
Miss
heart
Gray?
broke.
Yes, indeed. And you're going to Ohio State in a few days, I imagine,
No.
no? September, yeah?
Yes,
sure.
September.
You gotta go. You gotta start out in September. And if you're doing well with your summer job, I'm glad that you and I are in the same boat. You make me feel better, anyway. Have wonderful success at Ohio State, and thanks very much for being our guest. We'll meet tonight's mystery guest in just a moment, but first... And now we come to the special feature of our program, the appearance of our mystery challenger, for which my panel friends are, as you all know, always blindfolded. Are the blindfolds all in place, panel?
Yes, sir.
Good. Will you enter mystery challenger and sign in, please? Panel, as you know, in the case of our mystery challenger, we use a different form of questioning, one time added in turn, moving clockwise, and we'll begin with Arlene Francis.
Yeah. Well, some lady is hysterical. You must be a comedian. Are you?
Yes, that's right.
Mr. Cerf?
Are you a comedian whose talents are frequently exhibited on television shows?
Yes.
Miss Kilgallen.
Are you a stand-up comedian?
Yes, I am.
Mr. Randall?
Sir or madam, or both. First, may I congratulate you upon that tremendous reception? And second, is there more than one of you?
Yes.
Miss Francis?
Sounds like Smith and Dale. I don't know. Are you both male? What happened?
Arlene, you've apparently entered an area of some dispute.
Yes.
Mr. Cerf?
You are both male, is that
Yes.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
Are you usually a team that is known as somebody and somebody else? Is that their usual billing?
Yes.
Miss Kilgallen?
If I said, hello, dear, would it mean anything to you?
Yes.
Marty, Alan, and Steve Rossi. Alan and Rossi. And I must say, I suppose it's...
Take off your mask.
We ought to tell Tony to take his mask. Dorothy, I guess it's meet, fit, and proper that you should be the one to identify them, because I know that you're ranked among the greatest of their admirers, which are legion all over the place. I've had the good fun to see them at Banshee luncheons, and they are wonderful fun.
Oh, they're
Well, and they
marvelous.
told us we're out at the Sands Hotel in Las Vegas, and then they told us they were going to fly us in for the show. It couldn't have been a nicer compliment to come in for this show than for any other show.
Oh,
Do
well,
part
thank
of your
you very
routine
much.
from the sands.
From the Sands? From the Sands?
One joke. One joke.
Well, we could give you about three or four of our latest hello there's.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's see. First, here's the Director of Traffic of New York City, Mr. Barnes.
Hello there.
Mr. Barnes, how are you going to solve the traffic problem here in New York City?
I'm going to make all the streets one way going west.
And then what?
Then it's New Jersey's problem.
Here's Senator Barry Goldwater.
Hello there. Hey, Rocky.
Senator, how many states do you have pledged to your support?
All 13.
Here's President Lyndon B. Johnson.
Yippee! Want to dance?
Mr. Johnson, do you know any elephant jokes?
The Republican Party.
You want more?
Well, thanks very much. This is a bonus, I must say, that we hadn't any idea was coming tonight.
Thank you.
Well, we're so happy we could be here, John.
But that is what they do. They do it all the time. You wind up on the floor. Your ribs are so sore from laughing, you hardly know what to do with yourself.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for flying in to see
Very
us.
kind. Thank you.
Good to have you.
Thank you.
Well, I must give you congratulations, panel. You've done very well tonight. We'll try a quick one or another contestant after this word from our alternate sponsor. And now to meet a final contestant. Will you enter and sign in, please? Bill Johnson. All righty, we're very short of time. Where are you from, Mr. Johnson?
Huntington Station, Long Island.
Huntington Station, Long Island. May I present our panel? Will you join me over here, and we'll tell the audience at home and the audience to the theater just exactly what your line is. All right, panel. Be frank with you and tell you this is one that should be a great deal of fun. We haven't too much time. We will tell you that Mr. Johnson is salaried and deals in a product, and we'll begin with Tony Randall.
Sir, is this a product that is found in the home?
No. 1 down and 9 to go, Miss Francis.
fast. Is the product now or has it ever been alive?
No.
2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Is the product ever used by our armed forces, Mr. Johnson?
Yes, I would say we would assume that it is used by the armed forces taken as a group.
Is it used in transportation?
Not mainly.
There is an element of transportation involved. We
Has
would
it
agree.
got moving parts?
Yes.
Is it made of metal?
Yes.
I'll pass on to Dorothy.
Dorothy.
Would it be found at Cape Kennedy?
Would it be found at
Or
Cape...
something like it at
Yes.
Cape Kennedy? Does it get off the ground?
No.
Yeah, it doesn't get off the ground, you said?
I said, does it get off the
Oh,
ground?
I'm sorry. That's 3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Randall.
Am I correct in assuming then that this is used only with the armed forces and not by ordinary
Nope.
people?
That's 4 down and 6 to go, Miss Francis.
Is there anything entertaining about your product?
No. 5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Is electricity used in making your product work?
Electricity used? Yes,
parts
electricity is
of it,
used.
yes.
Does it do anything to illuminate?
It could be arranged. We would say that under certain circumstances we would wish to be illuminating, yes.
Is it ever used in an automobile?
In an automobile,
Yeah.
it'd be a tight squeeze. Unfortunately, we've run out of time.
Yes, John?
tank?
Yeah.
Is it a Jeep?
No, but
Car?
it's a fire engine.
Oh.
Mr. Johnson is with American LaFrance of Elmira, New York, and sells fire engines. Thank you very much. The oldest and largest in the business. Right. Good to see you. And there, with apologies to the panel for using up all our time, thanks to Tony Randall for being with us, let me say thank you for being with us on What's My Line?
What's My Line is a CBS television network production in association with Mark Goodson and Bill Cotton. Johnny Olson speaking. The program is recorded. would like to attend one of our broadcasts, write to What's My Line, CBS TV, New York 10022.